Okay, so questionnaire says a survey was carried out to find how often teenagers buy DVDs. The following two questions were asked in the questionnaire, right? So we can see question 1 and question 2 there. Part A then says for each question give one reason why it's not suitable. So question 1 says where do you live? Okay, now I'd be a bit scared if somebody came up to me and asked me that, okay, especially if someone I didn't know. Alright, so we could say this question 1 is too personal. Okay, you could use that information there, right? You could write that as a reason to say, look, the question's too personal and it's asking for confidential information, isn't it? Asking for confidential information. Okay, a survey should not ask for confidential information, right? Shouldn't be asking for your address, right? Or your postcode, or your date of birth, exact details, or bank details and things like that. Should not be asking that, right? So put that down and you're sorted. Question 2 then, how often do you buy DVDs? Okay, so what problem is there with this? Well, there is an issue here, okay, because we've got boxes, which is great, response boxes. But if you notice here, 10 is in both boxes. So suppose you buy 10 DVDs, you'd be asking what box would you tick, okay? So we can say that boxes overlap, okay? In other words, 10 is in both boxes, okay? It's in two boxes rather, okay? And then yeah, that would be the only overlap there, isn't it? I know it says more than 15 times there, but that's okay. Okay, because more than 15 would be 16 or more. Okay, more than 15 doesn't include 15, so that's okay. It's just this issue here, isn't it? The 10 is in both middle boxes there. All right. The other reason you could have put down, right? You only need to put one answer down, but the other reason you could have put down is it says how often do you buy DVDs? The question isn't specific, isn't it, in terms of time scale? Okay, often do you buy DVDs? Well, per year, okay, or your whole life, right? Or per month, right? It doesn't say that, doesn't it? So you could have put that down. So we'd write that down, shall we? Or you could write down. Let's write this then. The question is not specific in terms of time scale. Says then part B, the survey was carried out by leaving copies of the questionnaire on the DVD shelves in supermarkets. Give one criticism of how the survey was carried out. The trouble with that is, if you leave it where the DVDs are, you're only going to get people, okay, if people can be bothered to do the survey, you're only going to get people who actually like DVDs, who are going to buy DVDs, because they're going to go to that shelf, aren't they? Okay, people who don't buy DVDs are not going to really go to that shelf, and they're not going to be interested in picking up a survey. Okay, so by doing it this way, okay, surveying this way will not represent the whole population, and you must do that, right, when it's survey. Okay, if you're interested in what teenagers are doing, then you need to survey teenagers from all walks of life, okay, not just ones who are going to go to the DVD shelf. You need to go to maybe a town centre, okay, so you get a good representation then of the population, rather than just the people who like DVDs and will be looking at them on the shelf.